Alright, hi everybody, this is Matt with Colorado Web Solutions, and I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown on how to export your customer data into Constant Contact. If you're not familiar with Constant Contact is probably one of the best small business email tools around. If you have any questions, let us know. We'd be happy to set you up with a free trial account, etc. So, when you're in your Yahoo store, go ahead and go into your Orders button. And once you're in there, we're going to use the Summarize field, which is down here. So you're going to decide which orders you want to export. You can export all of them each time if you want. Constant Contact is smart enough to know that if a customer is already in there, not to re-add them, etc. Or you can keep track of where you were. Either way works just fine. We don't have too many orders in this test store, so I'm going to export all 7 of them right now. So I'm going to do Summarize. And then you're going to get a summary of all the orders. And then at the very bottom you'll see Export to Excel. So we're going to click that. And once you get to this page, you're going to click Download under the Orders CSV section. Go ahead and save that file someplace that you can find it real easy. Alright, and we are going to open that file up because we do need to do some work on it to make it a little bit easier to import to Constant Contact. So I'm going to open it up in Excel. Alright, so here's all my orders in Excel. Now there's a bunch of fields in here, as you can see. The majority of them we don't need in Constant Contact. So what I'm going to recommend you do is highlight order ID, date, time, and then delete those. I'm also going to recommend you do ship address 1 and 2 in city. You can keep city if you want to. Country, zip, and then I essentially get rid of everything down to email. And then everything after email until the very end, all the way to the very end. So every other field. So in the end, you're going to end up with ship name, state, country, and email. State and country you don't even have to keep if you don't want to. I like to keep them just in case we want to filter our lists a little bit deeper. So once you've done that, go ahead and just close the file up. It'll ask if you want to save it. Say yep, go ahead and save it. And then we're going to log into our Constant Contact account and import that list. So next you'll go to constantcontact.com and log into your account. And when you do, this is what your account will look like if you haven't done a lot of work on it at this point. This is kind of a default account. So what you want to do is click on Contacts. And within Contacts, you'll see we can add and import, update, etc. And you'll see also your lists down here. Right now you get one list. It's just called General Interest. So we're going to use that list for now, but I'll also show you how you can create a new list. So let's go ahead and click Add and Import. And now we get to pick which list we want to add these new 7 people that I'm going to be importing to. So either we can pick the general interest list, or we can say let's create a new list, and we'll call this Yahoo Store Customers. Okay, and then we'll click Save, and now we'll add them to Yahoo Store Customers. Now let's say we also have a general interest list. You can certainly add them to that as well. So let's say this is your mass mailing list and this is your customer specific mailing list, for example. So we'll add it to both of those for our situation. Then we'll click Next, and it's asking us how we'd like to do it. What we're going to do is we're going to import contacts from a file. We'll click Next. It's going to ask us to find that file, so we're going to go ahead and grab that file real quick. Okay, got that. And then we're going to hit Submit Data. Now, it's going to give us a little warning. It's also going to make us verify that we haven't spammed these emails or bought them from anybody, etc. Go ahead and click Submit. And then it's going to give you, depending on how big your list is, either some examples or it will give you actual columns. And it wants to know, how do we assign these? What are these things that we're looking at? So the first column is a name. Now there's first name, middle name, and last name. I'd recommend doing first name on those. Second one is a state. So let's do state. Next is the country. So we'll do country, and email address it already recognized, so it's good to go. And then we'll hit start import. And at this point, it's going to start the import. If you want to watch what it's doing, this one's going to be really fast, but if you want to watch what it's doing, you can click the activity link and it will show you exactly what's going on. So it's saying it's going to add these people. There's 7 of them on the list, and right now it's pending. Now if we go ahead and refresh at this point, you'll see that it is complete and how long it took, etc. Now if we go back to our contacts, you'll see now we have 2 different lists. One for the general interest, the default list, and one for our Yahoo Store customers. Now, one interesting thing you'll notice is that they both have 3 contacts. The reason it did that is because many of the orders were duplicates, as they were test orders from me, and I used 3 different email addresses but not 7. So Constant Contact is smart enough to realize that this client, even though it was from 2 years ago, is still the same as they are right now based on their email address, and it did not duplicate them. So that's a great feature. And now we can verify. Here's all the new addresses, and you're good to go. So that's how you import your order information from your Yahoo Store into your Constant Contact account. And if you need any custom emails, etc. created, let us know. And if you have any questions, of course, please feel free to let us know. We hope you found this tutorial extremely helpful. Thanks a lot for watching.